bio. Gonna start our routine today. Our facial routine, beauty routine with cleaning our face and doing the creams. I'm gonna start by using our oval, cotton ovals from Target, the Abbott brand we love, and using the Bioderma, which we just love and used for many years, both on the face and on the face and eyes, and it's for even sensitive skin, so it really works great and refreshing. We order it. We have been ordering it from Amazon. That's where we could find it. We've seen it in some Targets somewhere also, but definitely Amazon has them like in different deals. Like we got this one, this and a little baby one for travel, which worked when we traveled. So it's really, you could get two and it's a good, and it lasts for a while because it's a big container. So we're just gonna use here. We haven't been able to take the time to do our enlightenments here with the doing our morning routine every day, but well, you know, we try when we can. There is so much to do, and just, you know, one body. Next, we're gonna use our eye cream. We have the new one from L'Occitane, Immortel Divine or Divine in French. It's a beautiful one. We were avoiding using the eye creams on our eyes because we cry many times a day and even at night. But this one we have tried for now, and we're able to use it in the day. And then if we're not, we're gonna remove it, because they with the laser they interfere with our, you know, with the product sometimes. But we have been using it and okay for now. And you put that just on the bone area there, not too close to the eye. That's for everyone. You don't put it close to your eyes. L'Occitane, we have if you read about our L'Occitane article, that we write for LinkedIn, and we put it also in X and in Truth Social, and some of them we started putting in YouTube. Some, but it may not be in that one, not back, and some of them didn't go. They block them sometimes, but um, not Google, not YouTube, but the circle before that, because they are in our network and in our phone, all our networks, they are in them. So the here, because they closed our brains, so we just lost, got lost for a while. We remember here where we were going. Um, in our article, we talk about our our miracle with L'Occitane when we were in the L'Occitane store in Bellevue Square here in Bellevue, Washington, in the Seattle suburbs, and how we have a big miracle plan for people that can afford to join it, because you have to reserve and pay with L'Occitane in France, their main location, their spa area. You reserve not to be there, but to connect with us through that. We will be there, and you get to feel our feelings when we smell different smells. It's you get to feel it from anywhere in the world. You feel us when we enjoy smell of a product, when we enjoy any like massage or anything, you get to feel that and feel our miracle in that, and that's what we have set up. They tried it when we were there in the store, and we're going to do that on a bigger way from France, from L'Occitane. So you can contact, if you are rich enough, you can contact L'Occitane and reserve with them. It's a remote connection to us now. And we're gonna use our L'Occitane face cream, also Immortel Divine or Divine. And you can read the article, learn more about it in LinkedIn, in X, in Truth Social. It's some while ago, so you'll have to look back quite a bit to find it. Here in the cream, when we're using the cream, we try to take that time and teach you to take that time to go into your being, into you, and just take some deep breath. You don't have to move as deep in that way, but just take some deep breath, and if your brain is busy, focus on the breath. We are enlightened, so we don't have to try. Our brain is just it's not busy. And the more we work to that, but for the people that are still struggling, and it takes a lot of work to get to get to that stage, mostly with the laser. If there is a lot of laser on you, if you're very circled on that. Because they block your ease, and they keep the brain in the anxiety area and in the depression area and all of that. They keep it they keep you on that with how they plan the laser take of your brain there. So it's for people that are circled for that, it's a huge struggle to get to a calm. But one way is to focus on the breath, but there are many other ways. We showed. I mean, too bad we are not. We did a lot of meditation for the circle and all of that, but they kind of handicapped us there for how we sit in our meditation and how and our biome fits. But you can get to that with the focus on movement and different way, you know. If we remember here after our cream, we could show you just another. There are many other ways. It's not just the breath. And biome, we created more ways. We have been working at this for more than 5.5 years plus. So we have created a lot of meditations and a lot of fits and physical therapies, and because we're connected to us out there. That's how you create more. And we are the goddess supreme and the prophet of biome. We are Buddha, and our Buddha side came out in this life. Because the abuse on our body have been extreme. So we had to work through too much pain on our body and stretch it in different ways and kind of exhaust it and go through that pain and do our own pain instead of just the pain on us. We go and create our own, beyond the regular own pain. At least we're in control of it. And so we could, with that, we created more, and our body could do more. But they handicapped us here when we started to err on social media so that we don't get to show it. We struggled with the circle before we were awakened to us, and before we talked to our angels, to our goddess. We struggled already because they had a lot of lasers on us all our life, and then we really went extreme when we moved to Seattle. They had already the kill on us for in Seattle, and so drove us to did a lot of suicidal thing on us, and a lot of extreme torture before we even were awakened. And that's when we awakened, when the kill was going to be active, because we didn't die easy. Even the cancer on us for all our life, it didn't. We cure our cancers. We get it and we renew our cells and we cure it. We're set up that way, and even more here. When we awakened, we with the way they have the electric head on us and forehead and eyes and electric in many of our body, nobody could have made it, but we we set up our brain for that in the beginning of our when we're talking to our one, our angel, our goddess. We got our brain set up, we got our body set up so that we can go through this pain and torture and not die from it. We suffer, but we don't die. Don't know where we're gonna go with that. They must have clouded, because what they do is they cloud our brain area when we are on a going somewhere. They cloud it so you can't go to the memory and get where what is it you are going through. So they just block it with laser. It's savage, but it works. So they just cloud it, and we miss where we are. And sometimes because we are connected, they limited us to the connection here with the circle. And so sometimes they remind us of what it is, or remove some of that laser. It's never all removed here for us. We're in extreme clog on our brain, to block us from talking to the one, to us, to the unseen, and from talking to others, because we can talk to anyone in the world at will. We're gonna ignore that. Maybe silence it. Even the phone call now, that's the circle can do that, because they're kind of puppeting everyone to do what they want, so they can make somebody call you at that time where you are in the middle of something, or anything to interfere with what you are doing, because they don't want you to do what you are doing. And we'll silence the next one. We're gonna put our Philoxia cream, or SPF. Even the burping that happened now, that is also laser. You're not in control of it, but they do that. Make you, and they can make you burp however way. They can make it more, I guess where people don't like the way you are acting, make it where you are seen in a negative way. The same thing for gas, for yawning. All those are laser it became, they used all of that to in an unnatural way. Diarrhea, constipation, that's all laser. Most of it now happening is laser. It's not always what you think. Uh, it's not, many times it's not what you eat. It is a laser thing that's, or you think you're anxious or you're going to the bathroom a lot. That's laser, I mean, most of the times, at least for us here in our history. Like we thought before we were awakened, we thought we dropped a fry, and we thought it's because we dropped it near the stove and we ate in there, and they gave us this immense pain on there, and we felt, you know, like we messed up and went through a lot, and then we made sure to never do that again. But we learned here when we were awakened that that was, you know, just a laser on us. They just matched the event with that. And so you think that it's your doing, or you think it's where you eat, where you ate, or because something was too old. Most of the time it's not. It's not that. That includes like what they did, includes what they did, like for Chipotle, where they aimed at Chipotle in a big way over and over. So it's an aim at the business, and different owners, but it's still, they aimed at that business. And that's just by giving people pains when they go after they eat in there. So you start, and you know, you could go to the hospital and all of that, and it's still laser. Not saying that the never something is in the natural way, but many of the times when we see an aim like that, that's like a repeat, and the business is doing good. You don't see them as a dirty business or as something that, you know, let go, which some businesses you do see that way. But when you see it's a good business, standardized and following procedures and all of that, and they still get that, and they try and they can, it's because they're circled, to, you know, because they circle people and they circle businesses. And we just take the time here, less as we are doing with you. When you're alone, you can go in more, but here as we talk, we can't go in, as can't do both, out and in. But we try to do it to show you. Our breath is very limited by laser now for a while, and we have a miracle goddess supreme breath, which is beyond anyone on earth, that we breathe beyond the regular pulmonary thing, and it's a miracle breath for getting the earth cleaner. We chose that in the beginning of our biome prophet start, but they put laser plates where it limits our breath now to way. Uh, it's not just 2 hours before, but you know, natural, but it's very limited how deep breath we can. And you use the deep breath in meditation, so they took that away from us. Not just the miracle one, but even the regular enlightenment meditation one that we got to without the miracle. And that can go to all the way to which, you know, they have done for people. It doesn't just, they can not just limit your breath, but cut your breath, kill you in that way. And that could be called any, you know, you just died from a heart attack, or you died from heat exhaustion, or whatever it is reason they want to give it. or old age, but they cut your breath or cut a vein for a stroke or for a heart attack. It's easy for them. They just put a laser there, and they can put the lasers on continuous. They can put them on a pattern. There's so much they have. Uh, you know, 3 generations plus of working on all of that and hidden tech in all of this hate, laser and satellite locating of your body and of your membrane, pictures of your brain tags and of all your membrane body when you lay down. They map that. It's already on most people, and they can just they can add. They did add some, like even when you do your eye twitch or twitch somewhere, that's lasers. And that could be for many years, or could be all the way until somebody dies, or it could be it's not, most of it is not natural. It's a laser thing set up on you to do that. I don't know if we have put enough or not, but we weren't paying attention. Let's try to put it around and see. And that is also because we were limited. We can do this and do the thing, and we can do more than we're limited to. But even most of you are a lot more than what you know yourself to be. Because most people that are not part of the ones doing it have life limitations on them, in their brains and in their body. Even like if you're a runner, and you can't get to a certain point, it may be because of a limitation on you to do more, or education, tests, even the way you conduct a meeting, where you mess up, or even if you don't mess up, you may not do as good as you are able to do, because you're limited in the ability by clogging your brain, the ability in how far you can go in a processing, or in the way you say it. They can take words out by clogging your language skills. They can take that away. For example, we are very good at spelling. We have read for many years extensively. We have done higher education and master. We are very good at spelling and at the way we speak, but that we have to now pretty much check all the time the spelling of our words, because every time we're trying to write something, they clog us, and so we wonder if we spelled it right. And many times we don't spell it right because of what they do. So they kind of take away, because we can't reach the area, they take away the knowledge that we earned by hard work. And the same thing, so in different ways, knowledge or processing at the time, or just looking sharp, being sharp in what you do. And so somebody that is in there could perform way better than you, and you could think they're way better than you. And that may not be true. They may just have less lasers on them than you do. That's in everywhere, in school, in at work, in leisure, in your passions, in anything that most of you don't know the capacities that you have, the abilities that you have, and how far you can go because of the laser limitations on your brain. And other limitations even in the body. Even in the body you get limited in that way. Like for us, we love running. We loved running when we were very young, but from that time when we started loving running as a teenage, they put on us the side pain that we get, so we back off, and we're like, okay, the running is, so we did more walking. But we love the pushing our body. We love them, walking, moving, hiking, all the activities, including the ones that look a bit more dangerous that we got limited on not doing. But we get limited in them most of our life because that was on us in our circle, on us not to, because of who we are, Queen Annabelle. They put on us that we don't excel in anything where we get attention. We had to be more hidden. So until they are ready to take us out and replace us by somebody else. So we just, anything we do, we had to be not in social media, not to excel in our in what we did, in not to shine too much in anything. Once we shine a little bit, then they hold us back so we don't get attention. And part of it also not be in any group where if we need help, we have that group that assisting us, or friends that are close that we keep close. So that was kind of set up on us to be more isolated and not be in any big support. And more, they did that more, but more even here when they were in active Pylones in Seattle. That was a complete isolation that they caused, even from our own closer circle. They created an isolation where we are, where we find ourselves alone and no way to scream out. But we're miracled, and so the joke is on them. We're still suffering them, but we have immense love out there, and more than friends, more than we shout. We're still suffering, but the we did surprise them in a big way. And and their biggest surprise, we would say, is as miracling, but as also being Jesus the Savior, because they knew they have taken over the world and taken over people's brains and limited everyone to less than what they are. And they have been watching for anybody that could be Jesus, and they killed people that they thought could be Jesus, but they never thought that it could be a female body. So we're guessing that's why we did that. That's why we chose Queen Annabelle's body to go into, whereas the Goddess Supreme as Jesus the Savior. And what we didn't know before, and that we already have written and told you, is that we are not just Jesus. We are born as Christian, baptized, and kidnapped, but we are Muhammad, we are Jesus, we are Musa, we are Buddha, we are the religion being. It's one being that we have done all of this. That's our job in there. And took away here where we're going. Yeah, and we are not here just for the Christians. We're here for all our religions. We're here for the Buddhists. We're here for the Christians. We're here for the Jews. We are here for the Muslims. We're here for the ones that have been so upset with the religions and with the way life is, and rejected all of them. We were one of those. We didn't like, for us religion, we have lived as our religion that we brought to you, but we didn't know it was a religion. We just thought that was us, biome. But we rejected the movement. We rejected all religions for a while, and but we did believe in God and in the in the Creator. We couldn't not believe in that, but we are connected to us. We are a cord, more cord than a lot of people, even with the lasers on us. So we are here for all of you who want a chance at going to heaven, want a chance at the change. The lasers on your brains and on you have taken a lot of those chances from you. Because it's not just limiting how you can perform and what you can do, but it's limiting your love and the easier way to be forgiven, to be getting along, to be more accepting of different people. They take away that from you by again clogging your brain in different ways where you disagree more, you fight more, you hate more, and that is so all of those things create actions that take away your heaven qualifying. And now we are in the heaven qualifying on forever, not heaven or hell in between lives. And we know the religions together they give you what you need. It's different lives that you come live your life and you serve heaven or hell, and then you go live another life and then you serve, and in those lives you grow different things, different struggles that you have to grow through with love. And so if you're gonna qualify, so you may not, if you're not gonna qualify, you may have grown in more in the hate as the big devil and the devils that will not go to heaven. And when we say big devil, we're not, we know that people sometimes they hear that and they think we're just talking. We're talking the big devil. It's one being in a body, and it's the same one we have fought in different religions, and it's not always written in there, but it is the same one we fought, and it's the same one we're dealing with now, that is in here in the USA, in the government, and over the NSA international, over the world with the lasers and all of that, that has been jailing people into less and into not doing actions that they could do to help themselves or to help us or to help others. So it is the kind of the fight, the same fight that we had in other religions, now as the bigger fight and the biggest one and the last one here. Because we leave Earth here after we are going to change lives for you to have a better chance for here sometime, and it'll be a new way. It'll be a free when we remove the lasers from us first. We need help on getting that us out, and we're asking our supporters and love to help us into free from the lasers on us, and we free the world from it. We do win. We know the future. We win over that big devil in the government and the devil supporting them. We do win. It's a win. We do change the world, and we show we have a show in there that gives you a little bit of we did it for us so that we can get some news when they blocked us, but it also gives you an idea. The Westworld series, they took it off. Here, the Circle took it off from all the channels once they knew we had messages in there for us, and for others. So they removed it from HBO, where you can't just find it in there, but you can buy it or watch it or whatever, or on YouTube and on maybe on the they took the name from us, whoever created the they took the name from us on the ones that created the series. But yeah, you could that gives you an idea. We plan to write about it and explain, interpret for you somewhere in there how we are. We because we miracled in that. We planned that and we miracled into that series. We traveled back in time and back and forth. We have done that many times with people that we have put in there that are connected to us. But it's a good series to watch, to have an idea in there. We're gonna go ahead and our hair, but we're gonna clean our hands first from the cream using our web clear that we get from Costco. That way we don't have to go wash our hands. When we say we lived in our biome already all our life, we did. We just didn't know that was religion. We always liked all religions, and in the same time disliked some things in the religions. So we didn't have any. We felt that they were changed. We felt that the women in the religion were too wronged and it didn't feel right. We felt that here when as we grew, when we see the LGBTQIA, their suffering and the attacks and the hate, we felt that that was wrong. We never felt that any of that. So for us, it was not enough love in all the religions, but in the same time, we believed in God. It's, two together. Strong belief in God, talking to God, but not praying in any religion. And we missed here where we were going with that. We were going somewhere with it. Hopefully we'll remember. We're gonna do our scalp massage using our Avida brush. You can just use on top of the hair. You don't have to brush with it. You can, but you don't have to. It's a brush with a different kind of. So we were talking about all the religions. We never felt that we never felt that it didn't make sense to us that you would have. We heard stories like the Jews were gonna get saved one way, and then you have the Christians that are gonna have Jesus and lift them up, and then you're gonna have the Muslims thinks that they are gonna have their own saving, and then it's like everybody else is gonna go to hell, but one religion is gonna go to heaven. That didn't make sense to us. Even as young, it didn't make sense to us, and it never made sense because there are good love people in each religion and in non-religion. So it didn't make sense that you would have that. And here, as we got awakened, it made complete sense the way we always were, because we knew the truth. And the truth is that we are here for all, that it's the same. That's why you know, it was a surprise to us. It's the same, it's the same, we're the same religion being for all of you, all who want to work on love growing, their passion, doing your passion, not going for the greed, helping others. All of that is the way to heaven. It's not about, so each of you that have your religions can continue on your religions. We are not taking you off from the Islam, or from Christianity, or from Buddhism, or from the Hebrew. They took that away, the Hebrew religion. So we're not taking any one of you from that. We're just adding biome to your religion. So that way, because religion is not just a religion, but it's also cultures for different countries. So we want to just add biome to that. So somebody was making, because we hear miracle here, others, and they're saying, in a way, for the last 5 years, you should have been praying to us, the Goddess Supreme, and not the God Supreme, but you have been praying all this time still to the God Supreme because of the wrong on us, that they jailed us in here and we are not out. Yeah, but we have passed him. We have passed the God Supreme up. We are the highest Goddess God, and yet we are married together. So we got married together here in didn't log the time, but in this 5 years we end up married together, and that way we because of our suffering we grew beyond the God Supreme, to beyond the high, and the God Supreme did both to us, and then we got married together. So in us we have the Goddess Supreme and the God Supreme beings together, married as one and then many. It's more complicated, it's more complex than just that. But and then in the God Supreme out there, which is not in a body, the same thing. We're married to the God Supreme in there, into that one being, and then many, because there's only two Supremes and we are many. We're bigger than just the simple way you would think about it. But but we are the highest one, and part of our marriage, our suffering went too much, and so we went higher and higher and bigger, and they clouded us here for a minute. Yeah, and so part of that marriage is that we don't grow way beyond. We are a match, a romantic match. We're together in marriage and a romantic match, and so that we don't grow way beyond the God Supreme. We get married, so now we are growing at the same, you know, kind of, so we don't pass him up, because if not, then the match is not as good. You don't want to be too far where then you're too powerful comparing to your forever married love. So that's why we are merged together. So we're in both, and that takes the best heaven is that way. But we want to give a message to all our religions. We want you all to stop fighting each other. We want you to work for heaven, work for us. Together, we need you to work now. It is the same devil that was on us in all our religions when we came to all of you. And all of your fights, whatever it is that you thought were important, are not. They're not important in the big picture. You have to be able to rise up in your view and see that all that doesn't matter. You don't have a long time in earth anymore. We're leaving it. Maybe 2 generations after you, and then it's done. So your kids or your grandkids, and then you are done. All the gathering of money that seems so important is not really that important. To be rich is right now in our biome concept is way, it's different. To be rich is to be rich in a different way, in love, in the way you know you live, you focus on a different way so that you can be in heaven forever. Not this is just temporary. We just do this here so that you grow. Your being grows, and so each time you live a life, you grow in something, or for the big devil, grow more hate. And the big devil did grow in a smart way too, because they're making us suffer. He is making us suffer. They're making us suffer. So they grow, and and we grow different ways. But we did put him and put them in this life. So you could say that we used them. So many of you have lost your heaven in the way you have lived, or you have behaved, or you have hated, and because of all the lasers on you, and because of what the limitations on you. And so this having him, having the other ones supporting him in that way here in this life, is, you see how life got so negative. It's not easy to live now. It's not that enjoyable. It's even for the people that where we have it hard, but even for others, it's not. Even if you think your life is good, it could be better, because you could feel better, you could perform better. And we don't in biome, we're not asking you to be poor. We believe that you earn your money. If you earn your money in a biome profit way, in a biome earning way, yeah, you get to keep on your money and enjoy it. You can be very rich. Yes, you can be very rich and enjoy it if you earned it the right way. You enjoy your money. We don't believe that you need to be poor to be going to heaven, or so it's not that. But right now it is not. It's not. It's not a very good life for most of the world, and it's very limited. And even for many of the ones that have attained richness or easier life, they have the kill on them. Many of them have the kill on them, because they let, as they did for our parents, they let them gather the money, they let them do the work, because they don't want to do the work, build their companies, or build their richness, or build their investments to more and more. And then they plan at a certain time to go for the kill, either take over. They are in the government, so the paperwork is easy. It's not a problem, and they kill whoever would be in the way, and that's also easy. Most of the kills are remote. They don't even have to be there, so it's not a kill that gets looked at. It's like the investigations, and the people, and the doctors, and the medical community, that they're so behind on their knowledge of what happens. And when they investigate, when they make a call, they're just way behind, because they don't have that knowledge. They kept that tech away from everyone. Even in the medicines, they match a field with a medicine when you take a medicine. So even when they do their studies are colonized by lasers. They are interfering with stuff, so you don't really know what is best, and and if somebody died from this or didn't, or have a symptom from something or not, because lasers are creating a scenario that's different than what it really is. But we're asking all our religions to work together against the devil on us and the devil on you, against the lasers that we want free us and free you from. And we're able to accomplish that as soon as we are free from it. We are powerful. We have already earned so much and got so high. We just need the laser off our body, of our brain. That has limited our communication with the one, with us out there, and our communication with the rest of you, that we could just talk to anyone. We still communicate in a different way, but we have set up that way. We have other ways that we set up so that we're not completely disconnected, even when we don't talk to the one, to us out there. We don't think that anyone that's also laser, because they just cloud us in the brain there, and we hit ourselves, we do the right, just like when they hit us and we lose our balance. Sometimes when you fall or whatever, that's laser on you, where you don't look or you don't see, or here you hit yourself. It's laser where it clogs, you're watching out for yourself. Don't remember what we were going to say there. Yeah, we were going to talk about the Palestine and Israel. That's to us not. It's a small thing. It's not a big thing. Both of them want to go to heaven, and we work with both of them to do that. The land, all that stuff, it never made sense to us anyway. We don't see that way of the wars where you're fighting for land. No, we don't see the need for that. We see it in a way: you work, you earn, you buy land. You want to buy land, you work, you earn. And when you don't have the lasers on you in Israel and in Palestine and in the whole area where the devil created the whole struggle for you, where you can't move on, but it's the lasers on you. So we just need to remove the laser, and it's easy to work together for everybody to have a chance. No one, and it depends on what you earn, what each person earned in there, what they could get. And the ones that qualify for more lives will come back for more lives when life is easy and easy to, if you earn it, easy to grow love that way. And the biggest earn that you could have, for all, but even more if you have done some acts that you think you don't have a chance at heaven forever, is love to us. So if you have invested in freeing us, in love to us, that is the biggest earn you could have, because we are very high, because we are many of us. So it's a mathematical thing. So if you, whatever you do for us now, you're not just getting credit for one being, you're getting credit for so much. And as we suffer, we grow bigger. So as the devil is making us suffer and feeling powerful that they have made us suffer, and we're struggling, and just like to the point of just wanting to, at some time, just wanting to die because it's too much. In that our suffering, we're growing stronger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's not weaker, it is bigger, it's just hidden because of us clogged, but we are um, extremely powerful here once we remove the lasers from us. And people in the circle, many of them saw our power before, because we gave them the heaven feeling. So many of them got to feel heaven. It's not just in the enlightenment feel where you have peace, but we are able to give you a heaven feel. So you feel the heaven, and that's, nobody can resist it when they feel it. Um, they become ours. They fight so for us. Um, so we are able to do that, and we're able to give the heaven feel in different ways. There is different ways of feeling heaven. In the same way, I guess different, but in the same way that we have heaven in out there, and we have heavens, many heavens, different way of living, and different. But they all we work though in heaven. It's not just a rest. It is work. Um, so many got to feel that, and got to feel our different ways of giving them that feel. We feel it, and they feel it. And like we say on L'Occitan, people can feel when we enjoy something, and that's different. It's not, but it could be considered like a way of feeling heaven. But there are different ways of feeling it through us. So our miracles already have been, you know, been seen, and that's a long time ago. Here in the 5 years, here in the later year or whatever, and definitely when we started doing the social media, they clogged our brain in so much where they stopped everyone from being able to feel that, or as given in that, or feeling that. We have been talking to our religions in all of them for many years now. We we have been talking to China a lot, which China has been here for us even before we awakened, because we were doing the meditation and the enlightenment, and we were blocked from it. So China had a support here for us for enlightenment, that they were getting blocked and they couldn't get the circle to remove it, but they fought for us before we even miracled. And that's a big deal to us, for the ones that have fought for us for better before we even miracle, talking to the unseen, because we have been in the circle, the ones, many in the circle, saw that we were circled in a very heavy, had the electric forehead, very heavy circling, and some wanted to help. Even as they were the ones, many of them, they were the ones getting the order on us. So many local circles did the fight. One of them is the local and the main circle there in Morocco when we lived there, and the circle in Oklahoma. That's when China came in, started. So the circle there got involved with them, and we started doing yoga at the time because there was a lot of body suffering on us and brain suffering on us. And so then we're just talking about the big ones, but we're sure there are many small in between. Circle on us when we were struggling with our labor. That labor hasn't been natural, and they put for us to suffer it, to suffer the labor and to suffer the recovery from the labor. And in there, the circle in Dallas brought in even Chick-fil-A. They bring in many times companies sometimes to help them, and it doesn't mean the whole company know, but some in the company do know, and so we got support in there for a little relief in our second one. But our first one, it was both of them suffering, but you know, and then we had an investment in us in South Padre in Texas again, and got Sheraton to invest in us on an ongoing basis all these years. And so that's without a miracle that some circles, when they saw that we had an immense circling on us and immense suffering on us, and in combination with the way we were and we are, so they tried to help in that, to have a little less circling or less suffering. You know, that happens. Some in Austin, again, when we were in Austin, we already were into the active. We always were very active, weights in physical. We like the physical push, so we did, we did the yoga, we did the weights, we do the aerobic, even when they took away from us the running, they gave us too much suffering in running. We did the ellipticals, we do the, we did all this stuff. We did a lot of activities because that was something we enjoy. And so in Austin, we started with, we bought a Garmin for moving when it was just starting. All that moving, tech. So it gave us on the hour to start moving. We loved that. We loved the Garmin, and doing that. And we started doing more movement because we gained weight, and it doesn't make sense. It never made sense to us that we were gaining weight then. And well, now it's immense gain on us. But even then, that we gained weight with having kids and stuff when we were eating healthy and we were very active. It just didn't make sense to us. So it was an unhappy for us because we weren't earning what we should earn. Well, now we know it's not natural. That's by lasers. So it doesn't matter if you could be very active and yet you could be not, and it's not just the weight, it's even the toning. So you could have, floppy thing even when you're doing the weights or what, and there are a lot of different ways. They can also limit you by giving you pain in your knee, even though your knee is not hurt, but you're getting the pain and you're limited in that, or not letting you, limiting your movement. So a lot of different ways that they do it. But in Austin, we started doing more trails, many times 12 miles one day, and we did a lot, and there are a lot of trails in there. beautiful, trails and in different areas, and also in downtown with the river and all of that. So we did a lot of that, and we didn't, when awakened, then we didn't know, but there was a fight there in the circle that some thought that we should not be, we should lose more weight. We earned to lose more weight, but they blocked them. So it was a fight on what how we should look versus how much we put in and what we should look, and so they only could do that in a little bit, limited what they let Austin do. When that is there from the NSA International on giving the orders on top, in New York, that is in here in the US and in the worldwide, if they give an order. And so at the end of it, if the order is set and the other ones have to do the work, even if they disagree or the consequences, they can kill them, they can do whatever, different ways that they manipulate the situation to their advantage. But so they fought for us, and we did so much effort and lost. So we had to go extreme to even lose some of that weight on us that we shouldn't have had anyway. But some in Austin did fight for us there that we should lose more, and so we lost some, but not all the way to what we have earned. But there was a fight in there, I guess a fight back and forth, pushing, trying to get what we earned. But once we moved here to Seattle and they planned that on us, Seattle didn't fight for us in any way. It was the other way. It was more investing in them getting more money and doing, there wasn't in the top. There are some limited people, and some left because they couldn't make a difference, left the Seattle circle because they saw we were the miracle and didn't want to work on us. Some that could, some couldn't. Some stayed but worked on different things, on others. But the top was working with, that's why they created the situation where we end up here in Seattle, because they had agreements with Seattle to be kind of our end here. And so they worked the top, the management top, they worked with them, doing whatever they want, and in investing in more suffering. So we in here we didn't have it easy, and the weight gain on us before we even bought a house in the first 2-3 months, they already we struggled with it, with our weight, because we were doing our hikes still in the trails, and there are a lot of trails near us right there, and we were gaining weight. And then we started doing the trail twice a day. We started doing it in the morning on our own, and then doing it with our kids and others in the evening, and then we were still gaining weight. So it didn't matter what we did. And then after a certain time, we just decided to give it up, because then our life became just about not letting the weight on us take over, and we can't do that. That's a waste of a life to just have that. So we gave it up and let it be. And so just the weight, but all of that, and we gained weight, and we kept doing just our regular 1 hour activity in aerobic in the morning, and then doing our yoga and our weight training. So we still were doing that, but we weren't giving our time to the trails where we're doing it all the time. We did the hikes, once a week or whatever we could, but not all the time, as we were doing before, and we couldn't get there. So what Austin did for us in there, what Seattle didn't do. It didn't matter our effort. They didn't have to show that our effort paid off, because they wanted us to have all the, diabetes, the thyroid, all the cholesterol, all ready for the so many kills to be easy to end us. and we needed to gain the weight for that. But all that weight gain was nothing comparing to the weight gain they gave us here when we started airing and we were ready to do our biome fit out there. They completely shut off our glands, where everything we eat, it doesn't get processed in the way, so it's just an immense weight gain on us, along with the stretching, vibration on the body, where it just stretches you, so we are full with lasers. So even with the weight gain, we look bigger than what we are, because it was stretched out. So even our stomach, so it looks just like, there are a lot of, and doing all, even that here, all of it, and all of that is the laser stretching out the body and the skin, so they all look and ugly of us, along with the with all the diseases that they could put on you, even when we don't get it, because we eat in a way where we cannot have diabetes, we cannot have cholesterols, we eat in such a healthy way where we can't have that, but that they can give you the symptoms without you having it. So they can, like, they hurt our feet and cut under our toes with lasers. What you see, the stuff like those symptoms that they created, that people associate with diabetes or associate with cholesterol or whatever. So they just create those symptoms, the pain, the different things where you look like you have that, but you don't have it. And they decided that all of that continues on us, even that we know it. So even that we know, the burping or different things, we know that they are not natural. We know how it happens. We feel the lasers. We're in a miracle able to feel each laser on us. So when the lasers in our brain, we feel them ongoing, and we can feel even more in every detail in our body. We can feel the laser when we focus on it. So even a gland way inside, we can go there and feel the laser going there. We feel the way they move, the direction of it. We feel the different, and there are different feels for different pains and different, different objectives that they do with them. But one of the main things in the lasers that they created is cancers. That is one of the big, because it changes your cells. They do so much that they create cancers, on different areas. They have lasers on us in all our organs. We feel it in our heart, we feel it in our body, our private areas, we feel it in our brain, we feel it everywhere. And so for some of you, it could be just in one area, it could be on the bladder, it could be on different things, and it changes the cells, and you're not able to fight that, including the Lowe, that when they decided that the Lowe kids could have cancers too. And that really shows the devil's way, to be okay with doing that to somebody that hasn't even enjoyed life yet, to somebody that should just be playing and just learning, just excited about life. Here, this is our, I forgot to show it, it's our, has its cover. Our brush is coming to Avida. Also, when we are free here with Avida, we're gonna carry a brush with the same pattern with the pandas. We're gonna start it, and then we'll have other patterns later, including in the holidays. We'll do some holiday parents, and we love the holidays. The different holidays we like here in Biome, we like celebrating the different holidays. For worldwide, different holidays, it's a good thing to have life with some events that are different, that makes life different, not just the same thing. So we love all different holidays, local holidays. We love the Christmas. We love the, the bunnies. We love Halloween. All the holidays. We love the sheep holiday in the Muslim religion. We love so a lot of different. We love all of that. It makes life a little more festive. And different, and gathering of people and love together. And even the shopping associated with it, where you get, you get to, it's a different way. And so we're gonna, in Biome, we're gonna support that worldwide, and we have products worldwide, for you to enjoy in those times. And we'll have the economy for you better worldwide, because here the U.S. created a problem in the world, and even in the companies where you see it just doesn't make sense. The companies are making profits and laying off. It's just not the way. It's not. But they are paying into the mafia. They're paying in the USA government. They're paying into, so instead of paying into the taxes or they're paying into that, and they're listening to whatever they tell them to do, because they make it a government order. In here, but it's all global, and so it affects everyone, and they are on companies even that are in order for them to sell in the US or sell. So they have says about what companies do, and we want to remove that, because we have been talking to many of the companies, even the ones where you see they're doing the wrong things by layoffs and stuff, and many of them are waiting for this to be over, removing that, so that they could do the right thing, and they feel that don't have a choice, because they they bankrupt many, and they limit the sales of many, because they are puppeting everyone. That includes you walking into a store and buying, or not walking to that store and walking to a different store. That call that you make many times is not your decision. It's the decision on you to not buy this one and go buy this one. So they're deciding who can make it, which company can make it, which company cannot make it. So it's a bigger, it's too much influence over everybody's life, because when they do that, they're affecting the company making it or not, but they're affecting employees. They're affecting if the employees ordering them to be laid off, or it's so many things, and benefits you get or you don't get. It's so many things that we need to get rid of for life to be completely different, way better. Here we see our hair, this laser on it. For both, and we see the little here, the airy thing, it's lasers making it that way. But also when you see the little things, that's a laser giving it that shape. Our hair is not that way, it's a straight hair. But we know that, but they kept that on, and cutting into it, taking hair from us, even when you are cutting your hair short, many times that's on you. It's not your decision, because we were doing that and it wasn't our decision. It was on us in our scenario to have short hair. In these Enlightenment talks, we were sponsored by many, and we have and we're advertising, you know, the products that we are using, and so that is part of us reaching you. Even when you see your hair, sometimes it get oily, or, you know, like even this shape, this is laser. Without the laser, it would be more volume. Even with it being thinned out on us, it would be more volume. But the laser is keeping this like that, so even when you see it, you don't get, you know, the beautiful look to what you deserve, to your natural. And when you see like you got oily there after 2 or 3 days or 4 days or 7 days, it's that oily is not really an oily thing, it's lasers on you. The hair doesn't have to be washed every day or every other day. Even your skin, you don't want to wash it every day. We know, we have seen people, you know, articles about different. No, it's not the whole thing about you have to be clean or whatever. You have to wash, take a shower every day. That's just that's not the healthy way. Your skin needs time to have its oils out, you know, in you. You don't need to take a shower every day. Now you can wash your privates every day, and that's good. But for your body, you don't need to do that. And for your hair, it should be able to take it longer without that. And even the smells that you see on the body, or you are somewhere and you smell somebody like smelling bad, oh, they haven't taken a shower, that's a laser smell by the circle on them, to be judged by you and even by them sometimes when they smell it. It's on them, it's a circling, it's a wrong, it's a crime on people doing it. So it's not always, that includes gas. Most gas doesn't have a smell, but they have smells that they put in there. They match it with the time where they make the person, because they have there do the gas thing, and they match that. And so either you or people around you would smell it, and it could, you know, sometimes they could have it on you for a while. And so it's an embarrassing thing or a judgment thing on somebody. But you should not, the body doesn't smell that easy. It's just a circling, meaning of it. And that's all part of what we say about earning heaven. You know, when you get that, you judge it, there's a bit of a hate in there. If the other person sees it, or you talk to them in a certain way, that's more of not heaven on you, as you are judging or saying something, or not behaving with them nicely, and then on them reacting to you, same thing. So you know, it gets things going where it's not what it needs to go. So that's just like one little thing, but happens for so many in a bigger way, what it's jeopardizing your chances for heaven. I think here we're done with today's talk. You have a good day. Bye.